sometimes there is that comment that triggers you and you want to reply.
Right.
And what I say to myself is, if I didn't reply to all the positive comments, all the people that took the time to show some love, then I'm not going to reply to the person that didn't.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Guitar Max channel. So this video is going to be a piece of my interview with the Tone King. In this part of the interview, we talk about the comments section and the impact it has on the overall community. Trolls, good things about the comments section, bad things about the comments section, and how we can go about building a sense of community on YouTube. Now, I'll have links in the video description below for the Tone King's channel, as well as some links to the other pieces of this overall interview. And of course, guys, if you enjoy content like this and you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing right now. Okay, let's go ahead and check out this clip from my interview with the Tone King. So another thing that's kind of a big part of YouTube is the comments section, right? And sort of interacting with people and that kind of stuff. And I feel like lately, maybe not late, I don't know, maybe past 2-3 years or something, there's been a bigger and bigger trend against sort of negative commenting, and there's all, like anti-cyberbullying and things like that. Mm-hmm. Something I'm always trying to find a balance in is that for me as a creator, I'm the guy, the channel is sort of like the product is me in a way, right? It's like, my personality or whatever. And I'm always trying to find a balance between being able to get honest criticism, right, of my work, because it's like, well, some criticism is really valuable to me. Like I want to know if I'm doing something that people don't like. But then on the other hand, sometimes people are just trying to rile you up and that kind of stuff. But I mean, how do you feel about that stuff?
Yeah, the comments. Well, let me start by saying this. If it wasn't for the comments, I wouldn't be where I am today. So one example, once upon a time, I didn't even know what an audio interface was, right? When I used to do my early videos, I used to use a camcorder, probably like anyone that was making a video back then. And the number one piece of feedback I got was, your audio's horrible, right? Those videos are still up. I rarely delete a video. Mm-hmm. And I listened to that, and it was recurring, and everyone was saying the audio. And there are always those, let's call them super fans, right? Or super commenters, right? That actually would say, hey, your audio isn't great. Have you ever thought about getting an audio interface, right? Like there's gold in some comments, and that's right. Those are the people you reply to, like, oh, what do you suggest? What do you recommend? I've had people comment about lighting with suggestions. I've had people comment about audio with suggestions, and you'll be surprised you could actually, when I say make friends virtually, right? Like you learn who your super fans are. And when I say super fan, I'm not talking fanboy stuff. I'm talking people that genuinely want to help you and genuinely enjoy your content, but are there to help guide you and make things better. You get that from the comments. That's the good in the comments. And that's really what you want to extract from the comments. You always get cool, a lot of that stuff. Dig the demo. Those are nice too. But you learn a lot from the comments. Now, with that said, there's also, like you said, there are, what do you call that? Trolling, right? When someone will try to say something to get you riled up. And it's happened to me in the past. And believe it or not, sometimes it takes a toll on you. I've gotten, like I've had a bad day because of comments sometimes, right? It can get to your head, and it's almost a discipline to learn to let it not get to your head. So what I've done with comments is, my general rule on comments is, you can say you don't like something. That's okay. You could say you don't dig it. You could say, I didn't care for this video. I didn't care for the audio. I didn't care for the pedal. I didn't, it could be negative. The comments that I would delete is personal stuff, the bullying stuff.
Mhm.
You know, you're fat, you're ugly, you're this, you're that. It's like, you know what? I don't have time for that. Right.
Mhm.
And I used to be more forgiving than I was then. But now if there's and it does occur where, you know, you'll have someone that will make like a personal attack and just block, you know, no time for that. Right.
Yeah.
The way I look at my channel is it is a community of a lot of names that I'm familiar with for many, many years.
Right.
And I am the kind of master moderator of that channel to make sure it's a good community, a clean community where we can express our opinions in a very constructive way, whether you like something or not. And you know what I've noticed over time? Very rarely now do I get that because the community is so strong.
Mm.
Right. I have moderators on my live show. And like I said, if I get one troll every 3 months, that's probably a lot at this point because it's a very tight knit community. And if someone, you know, maybe some trolls like, oh, here's a guy that's live and they come in and start, you know, they're out before I even see the comment. And that's you when you could get to that point, you really have to thank your community for helping keeping it clean. It's like a community that we live in, right? It's everyone taking care of each other and making sure it's healthy for everyone to enjoy their time there. So
There's something, you know,
hopefully that answers the question.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And, you know, there's something that, you know, when you're talking to other people that, you know, other creators and so forth on YouTube, I mean, there's something that happens. It's probably just got some kind of a human nature issue or something, but the critical comments, insulting or even if it's just honest criticism, for whatever reason, those always get amplified, like in our minds somehow. You know, you can get 100 positive comments and you get one negative comment, and all your focus goes to that negative one. And I mean, something I try to remind myself of is, you know, let's say if you've got a video up and let's say it's got 10,000 views, and it's like, okay, well, how many of those people are commenting? Well, that's a small percentage, right? Already. So the comments is already a small percentage of the total viewers. And then of those comments, how many of them are negative? You know, and okay, let's say there's like 10, right? It's like, well, of the entire audience, it's like a fraction of a percent. You know, it's really a tiny number of people that are doing those sort of comments. But for whatever reason, sometimes we treat it as if everybody watching, you know, is insulting us or something like that. And I feel like it's, I don't know. I try to keep that perspective in mind, you know, when I'm looking at that stuff. But fortunately, I mean, it doesn't sound like my comment section is quite as clean as yours is, but it's getting there. I feel pretty good about it, though.
Yep. It's like cutting the lawn. You got to keep on top of it, you know. But by the way, I have this little again. I think a lot of being on YouTube is conditioning how you think and how you approach things. And sometimes there is that comment that triggers you, and you want to reply.
Right.
And what I say to myself is, if I didn't reply to all the positive comments, all the people that took the time to show some love, then I'm not going to reply to the person that didn't. So I always remind myself of that, because if you don't you know, it's like the old adage of, if you bring a cookie to school, you better make sure you have one for everyone, you know, that type of thing. If I didn't take the time to reply to everyone that gave something positive, then don't reply to the person that gave something negative, you know?
Right.
And that's kind of what helps me keep balance. So unless, you know, I have a video and it's 24 to 48 hours in, and I'm not, because after a while, like, I don't read the comments from a video from a year ago. It's just kind of on cruise control at that point. But, you know, first couple of days, I always read the comments. And sometimes I will reply to everyone. And sometimes if I just don't have the time, I won't. Right. But I try to treat everyone equally, whether it be positive or negative. And I'm either doing for everyone or I'm not doing it all. And that helps me not let the trolls rule my life.
Wise words. That's good stuff right there. Okay, guys, so that was a clip from my interview with the Tone King. He's the guy, to me, who's kind of just like the original guitar YouTuber. He's been making videos for like 15 years. He's got over 2,500 videos. Now, I'm going to link a bunch of stuff down in the video description below, so I definitely want to encourage you to check out his channel if you haven't already. I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar with him, but even if you've seen some of his stuff in the past, I think it's worth taking another look at the stuff he's doing today. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and let me know in the comment section below what you think of these interview type videos. I had a really good time doing this, and I'm probably going to be doing more of these in the future. So anyway, I'd love to hear what you think about it in the comment section below. As always guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.